Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense because rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. It's tipped. Fox with the ball. And it's Hunter picking him up. And Fox powers it home.
Yeah, excellent work in transition from Fox. Pushing the pace and supporting the fast break.
Here's Allen. Deflected. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dick. Mobley grabs the board. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Allen. Craig comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's Strus in for Ball. Merrill, he's checked in for Hunter. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Mitchell against Vassell. On the wing, Mitchell. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Shot clock at 2. The 3 from Craig. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. San Antonio leading by 3. San Antonio moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
It's tipped. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Dick gets the bucket.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Mitchell. He's scoreless. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dick.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the middle. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by... Different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Hunter comes in for Merrill, and Mitchell subbed in for Porter Jr. San Antonio also making some changes. Dick, he's checked in for Cornette. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Barnes, and Stephon Castles subbed in for Harper. Strus against Castle. Inside, here's Mitchell. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Mitchell does not let that 6'1" frame deter him from going in the paint. This guy has got so much confidence.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the 3rd best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. So on the floor for the Spurs, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Dick is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back to you, Brian.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, appreciate the report. Off target from outside.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Dick with a miss. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Mobley. He got a piece of it.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Dick with a miss.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Ball passes to Allen. Now here's Mobley. Pass to Hunter from behind the arc. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 13. Fox outside. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Deflects the pass. Outside Dick. Right side Wembanyama. Back to Dick. And he jams it home with authority.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now here's Hunter. No points so far. Allen with a screen on Wembanyama. Allen left side. Got it. Good job at the low post.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Fox finds Dick. And he goes in for the dunk.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Pass to Allen from outside the arc. And so it's San Antonio liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More 2K action in just a moment.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. Thinking about the shot. It's in.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league. And when we're talking about the power rankings, I always like to hand it over to the most powerful person here at the table.
Well, thank you, Ernie. It's my pleasure to...
Easy, fella. Simmer down. He's just playing. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
And that'll do it for us.
Ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little three happy though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
It's Hunter and Mobley teaming up at forward. Mitchell out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half. Here's Dick. He's off on that one. Nice D from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Here's Mitchell. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Mitchell's got 7.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Vassell's shot is good.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Pass to Mobley. Allen with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Now Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Fox. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Now here's Dick. 13 points in the game. Wembanyama, screen on Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Right side, Wembanyama. It's stolen by Hunter.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Here's Ball. Got a hand on it. To the inside. Here's Dick. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Hunter passes to Mitchell. Allen a screen. Shot clock at 5. Back to Hunter. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Wembanyama's shot is good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Mobley passes to Allen. Again with the block. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back.
There's another block. Making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, B.A., anchoring the defense.
Offensive board. Here's Dick. Good D by Mobley.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
A top 3 pick in a loaded 2021 draft. Evan Mobley continues to get better, as scouts predicted he would.
I don't think there is a ceiling on Evan Mobley, B.A., because on the offensive end, as good as he is and as much progress as he's made, there's more to come. That belief in his three-point ability is only going to continue to grow with repetition. We know his work habits are exceptional. His off-the-bounce game will develop. His low-post game will develop. Like good night and good luck defense.
San Antonio leading by 16. Dick, the pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. They double him with Mobley. Dick. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Guys?
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Strus with the bucket.
Yeah, that's Max Strus, sprinting the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Here's Dick. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hunter. In transition, here comes Cleveland. From deep, Mobley. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Dick. Poke loose.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Dick with a screen on Hunter. Fox the pass to Dick. Over Nance. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's San Antonio up 14 as... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist for the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. For the Cavaliers. Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Hunter comes in for Craig. Mitchell's checked in for Strus. And it's Ball in for Merrill. San Antonio also making some changes. Dick, he's checked in for Barnes. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
San Antonio leading by 17. Fox the pass to Dick. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Castle, tipped. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Ball fires! He's off from 3. Spurs lead by 17. Right side Dick. Allen rips down the board. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Now Mitchell. A little over 2.5 minutes of pass here in the fourth.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
Here's Dick. Allen rips down the board.
This is what you call trying to shoot your way out of a slump, and I'm not sure that's the best approach right now.
A top-flight offense in Cleveland. Doris, what makes them so formidable?
Well, generally speaking, if you are great at multiple things. They have elite shot creation in the backcourt. They have size and finishing ability up front. They can hurt you at all 3 levels of offensive opportunity. And boy, their three-point range is deep, BA.
Here's Dick. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Allen with a screen on Castle. Mitchell fires. Can't hit it.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Now Dick. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Barnes, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Keldon Johnson comes in for Vassell. Waters is checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Spurs.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
When you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Cowboy.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Johnson against Strus. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Dick. No. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a
All right, listen up. I know you're carrying a big load for being a rookie, but we need you to step up tonight. With 2 starters out, we're going to have to lean on you even more.
Yeah, whatever we need, Coach. I got you. I got us.
Good. And you might have to play the entire game. Our depth is taking a big hit here.
Yeah, don't trip, Coach. I'm only 19. In Europe, conditioning is everything, so I'm actually built for this.
Good. Hey, man, I remember being your age. Now I have to ice my knees after practice.
Yeah, that's why I'm never getting old like you.
Good luck with that, kid.
All right, I'll see you out there, Coach.
All right, man.
Shaking MP.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Look, I commend MP for a great goal to set your sights on, but the results so far have been mixed. Rookie struggles are different for everyone, and he just hadn't found his footing as quickly as he had hoped.
And the starting group for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots, are Castle and Vassell. Dick is out there with Johnson, and it's Harper in at the point guard position. And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
Poole on the wing. Castle covering. Poole looking it over. 5 to shoot. Here's Fear. No good with the triple. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. So, Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect. And I'm sure the tests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Messi, and Messi throws it down.
I know Poole was looking for his shot, but he's smart and makes the right pass instead.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Launches it from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Bays checked in for the Pelicans. Herbert Jones comes in for Fears. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Castle against Poole. Bay wide open, and he fired. And the Pelicans miss again. Dick passes to Johnson. Dick can't get it to go.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
Pass to Poole. Six on the shot clock. Here's Messi. Rebounded by the Spurs. Dick's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Johnson. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Stephon Castle. Hawkins with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Pass to Springer. They need this one, and that's 2 points on the layup.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Jones is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Matkovic in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now Dick. He had 16 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And you throw in a huge night defensively. He was intimidating, blocking shot after shot.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Shoots a fader. Dick can't get it to go.
He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
Hawkins up and in on the way. Hawkins has got 4 this quarter.
Certainly not the #1 thing Bay is out there to do, but he saw an opening and able to make the pass.
So for the Pelicans, Queens checked in, and Trey Murphy subbed in for Bay. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Jordan McLaughlin.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Spears. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Here's Jones, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Dick. Matkovic with the rebound. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Nets. Jones against Harper. Here's Matkovic, defended by Sohan. Here's Spears. The Pelicans get another chance here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Barnes. Stolen by Jones. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Spears. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Sohan with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Harper kicks to Barnes. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. He's checked in for New Orleans. Poole comes in for Herbert Jones. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Stephon Castle comes in for Barnes. .133 left now here in the second. Fires the 3. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 6 points for him.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Pass to Nisi. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Misi. Got a hand on it. It's stolen. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
And one of those high-variance teams, at times the Pelicans seem like a factor, but other times they falter. How do you evaluate them?
Yeah, they certainly have some top-tier talent at the top of the roster, but they've had a very difficult time staying healthy, and ultimately that always interrupts your momentum.
It sure does. Johnson, the pass to Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Castle against Poole. There's a good screen. A wide open look here for Fears. And the three ball is good. And the Pelicans lead by 8. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We come back right after this.
17.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the San Antonio Spurs. What's the key for the second half?
Well, you got to take care of the rock, keep your poise, make good decisions, take advantage of all of their mistakes.
Can you believe this, Ernie? I agree with Shaq. Turnovers in a close one, that's always big. I think whoever wins the turnover battle is taking the W.
Man, I'm telling you, it is so nice to see you guys agree on something. Looks like somebody decided to turn over. Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Pelicans.
No sloppy.
And that's all for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Cowboy in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Getting underway now in the second half, and here's the 5 for Mitch Johnson. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Keldon Johnson is out there with Dick. And it's Harper in at the point guard. Poole against Castle. Poole outside. They set the pick. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
First trip to the line for him here. GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway?
Spurs trail by 5. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Cowboy.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hockey. You have to give it up to this man.
Pass to Queen. Just 5 to shoot. They set the screen. And Misi throws it down.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Poole outside. clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Johnson with the bounce pass. And the dunk by Dick.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
Just such a great athlete. Young Jeremiah Fears is a lot to handle.
New Orleans making a switch here. Matkovic is checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. Vassell outside. To the middle. Here's Dick. Pelicans with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. Jones finds Poole. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Matkovic. Dick defending. Oh, that's blocked. Down low. And the dunk by Dick.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Pass to Matkovic. Poole against Harper. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight. You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Bays checked in for the Pelicans. Hawkins comes in for Fears.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Jones sets the pick for Bay. Pass to Matkovic. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Bay, no good. Spurs trail by 3.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Poole launches it from deep. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pelicans on top, leading by a point. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Sadiq Bey. Trey Murphy is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Matkovic in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the Spurs with possession. A 2-point game. Pass to Sohan. To the paint. It's tipped. Barnes outside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's the break. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 4-point New Orleans lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for New Orleans.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
New Orleans making a switch here. Nisi's checked in. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now, here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Inside, here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. From deep. Green. Good.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Spurs trail by 7. Dick. Dave here for the rebound. The Pelicans have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. From outside, Crane from outside.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
So for the Pelicans, Queens checked in, and Poole subbed in for Jones. And here's New Orleans now. This run now up to 13-2. Poole.
There's a toughness Poole brings to the floor. He can handle a little contact.
First team foul.
That's good from Poole. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.